In a world that's packed with every kind of car you can imagine, Honda have decided to invent a new one for us. They've called it the HRV. So what exactly is it? Take 2 parts compact city car, add an equal measure of sports utility vehicle, throw in a large pinch of hatchback, estate and 4-wheel drive. Blend well and garnish with plenty of accessories. There you have it, Honda's recipe for creating a brand new concept of vehicle that they hope will send the youngsters wild. Yes, Honda have realised that not many young people buy their cars, so they're aiming the HRV at the dinkies. Double income, no kids yet, or the sinkies, just the same but only one income. Well, tempted or not, what do you actually get for your money? Well, this is the only version of the HRV on sale yet. It's the 1.6 and it comes with 4-wheel drive. Now this 1.6 engine is extremely economical and also produces very low emissions. It's just under 14 grand and you get a choice of manual or a CVT, which is Honda's automatic gearbox. The HRV comes with the high levels of spec that we know and we love in a Honda. Things like power steering, air conditioning, dual airbags and a full electrics package all come as standard on this vehicle. Spending some time in the HRV makes you realise that it is actually a very clever optical illusion. Now it certainly outside doesn't have the on-road presence of one of those huge off-roaders, but once you get inside you really do feel like you could be in a 4x4. There are very clever design touches, things like the open windows that give you a great commanding view on the road. And take a look at these wing mirrors, they're absolutely huge. They really are the kind of thing you'd find in a much larger vehicle. Now because it isn't a true 4x4, that of course benefits the on-road handling and the ride. It feels great, you feel like you could be in a car. The automatic CVT gearbox which features in this version is great. It's really nice and smooth. The automatic fans and the grannies out there are going to love it, but it isn't going to excite a real motoring enthusiast. But don't worry, because there's plenty more real technology featured with some very impressive names. Things like multimatic transmission, prismatic control, electronic brake force distribution and dual pump 4-wheel drive. Now the dual pump is actually a very clever system. It's an intelligent 4-wheel drive. It only sends the power through to the rear wheels as well when it's absolutely necessary. Now the only problem I can see is that only 93% of off-roaders actually go off-road. So I don't know if the 4x4 system in this vehicle will see a lot of action. And again, as usual in a Honda, there are plenty of safety features packed in. Things like G-force control technology and a special kind of body shell that means should you inadvertently hit a few pedestrians, they won't get hurt quite as bad as they would have done before. Do you know, it's funny, I've been trying all day to find somebody to test that feature out for me. Couldn't find one person willing. Oh well. Those of us familiar with Honda's work, of course, know they're a solid, sensible company who take their technology and their cars very, very seriously. Quite terrifying then to read the word funky in the HRV's press pack. Even more frightening, the words urbane, cool and futuristic. Personally, I reckon the HRV looks less catwalk cool and more tarts handbag. You'll find alloys, flared arches, spoilers, 2-tone upholstery, 2-tone interior, lots and lots of bright blue dials. Inside there's loads of room for passengers and all their stuff. There are so many cubby holes and storage spaces in this vehicle that you're absolutely guaranteed to forget where you put your sunglasses. Oh well. Now, Honda are one of those companies well known for their technological advances, and they haven't let us down on the HRV. They've come up with something new. The removable ashtray, voila! It simply pops out of its position and can be replaced in any one of the 5 cup holders you'll find in the HRV. Very clever, eh? Without a doubt, the HRV is going to make plenty of new friends. It's quirky, it's great fun to drive, and of course it's a Honda, so everything will work every single day. But I've got to say that although we know we should buy a car that's fun, sensible and extremely reliable, I'm afraid that faint heart never won fair maiden, because what I really want is a car that's bad, that's bold and that makes my pulse race.